Welcome to Botswana, country number 133 on my journey to visit every single country in the world. This trip was an absolute dream come true. There's something truly magical about Botswana. The untouched wilderness, the rich culture, and of course, the incredible wildlife. Unlike zoos or safaris where animals are enclosed, here they roam completely free, just as nature intended. And for me, the highlight was getting to see the lions, my favorite animal, up close, in their natural habitat. Watching them move with grace and power was surreal, a reminder of the beauty and wilderness that exists in this world. Botswana is a land of breathtaking contrast from the lush Okavango Delta to the vast Kalahari Desert. Every moment here feels like stepping into nature's documentary. The people, the landscapes, the wildlife, it's all so pure and so untouched and deeply humbling. This trip was also a major milestone in my goal to visit every country in Africa this year, bringing me one step closer to completing my mission of traveling to every single country in the world. Hope you guys enjoy.
You guys, my shirt is wet because I got water all over the place when I was doing my hair. Don't worry, it'll dry as soon as I go outside. But we're heading to country 133, gorgeous Botswana, and I am so excited. We're gonna go to Chobe National Park, and then I'm gonna go see some lions. I cannot wait. I love lions. They're my favorite animal. And so let's go. We're gonna head into Botswana. It's only going to take about an hour to get there by driving. I'm going to spend the day there, only 24 hours, then I'm going to come back to Zimbabwe. I've chosen to only go to Botswana for 24 hours for two reasons. I am on a mission to visit every country in the world, so I do want to divide my time well. And then Botswana is still a developing country, and I was told not to go there by myself. It's not the safest place. They said, I had a lot of people giving me advice. Don't go alone. Just take a day trip. So that's what I'm doing. Also, it's very similar to Zimbabwe. About eyebrows, let me tell you the secret to my eyebrows. Boom! What is this? It's castor oil. I got it in Egypt, but it's just 100% castor oil. Every single night before I go to sleep, I cover my brows in castor oil. And I also cover my lashes. I also put it under my eyes. I also put it on my face because castor oil is everything. I turn around with my skincare, and I have learned that castor oil is like the best beauty product. I put it in my belly button. I rub it on my neck. I put it on my brows. I put it on my, don't want to be gross, girly. Like I said, it goes everywhere. Okay? Oil in my hair, but this is the castor oil I use on my hair. This is from a brand called Afripure. Afripure. This is a South African brand. I got this in South Africa. This is mixed with other oils. This is castor oil, sunflower oil, rosemary oil, tea tree oil. It's a mix, you know. But I also put this on my hair at night. Put it all over my scalp. Castor oil is king. Okay. By the way, I have people to shout out because, don't be annoyed by my shirt. I have people to shout out because this challenge of visiting every country in the world wouldn't be possible without you. And I'm actually writing all your guys' names down in my book because I want to remember you forever and ever. So I'm in the middle of writing a book, and I'm writing your guys' names down who are donating to my GoFundMe because I'm going to publish this book when I'm done every country in the world, and I never want to forget you guys ever. Also just for myself, and to shout out. I don't ever want to just be like, oh, no, this is a big deal. This is a big deal that you guys are donating, that you guys are helping me. Visiting every country in the world is incredibly expensive, and I plan on finishing this year. We've got 60 countries left, and it's incredibly expensive, and I want to let you guys know that it's happening because of you guys. 100 billion, trillion%. So I need to thank you guys. And if you can, please donate to my GoFundMe. I have, like I said, 60 countries left, and I do plan on finishing this year. It's going to cost me around $500,000 to finish this goal. So I made a GoFundMe to help me with this goal of visiting every country in the world, especially if this year is going to be difficult because we've got all the tough countries to visit. And the tougher the country is to visit, the more expensive. If you thought that Europe was cheaper than Africa, no. I mean, if you thought Europe was more expensive than Africa, it's not. Africa's more expensive because once you go somewhere that's not traveled, the more something is traveled, the cheaper it is. So anyways, thank you so much. Belinda Wise Bay, thank you so much for your donation. Lima, thank you so much. Janice, thank you so much for your donation. Maddie Washington, thank you so much for your donation. It means the absolute world to me. You're literal angels that have been sent to me. Rita Washington, thank you so much. Alyssa Barnes, thank you so much. Or Elisa, thank you so much for your donation. Kimberly Walker, thank you so much for your donation. Miss Sandra Bryant, thank you so much for your donation. It means the world to me. Robin Campbell, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much for your donation. Phyllis Bush, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you guys so much. Again, it wouldn't be possible without you guys. And even if it's just the price of a coffee you'd buy, or more if you can, all the donations help because of power in numbers. And I'm just so grateful that you guys believe in me. Thank you so much. And we're going to do this. With your help, we are going to finish every country, and it's going to be partially a big deal. It's going to be partially because of you guys.
I was picked up from my hotel in Victoria Falls early in the morning around 7 a.m. and we headed straight for the Botswanan border. It took about 45 minutes to an hour to drive from Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe to Botswana. We actually met at a delta that connects Zimbabwe, Zambia, Namibia, and beautiful Botswana. We're at the border. There's your seal.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Hey, I have visit lot.
Yeah. Wow.
103 countries I already
103?
103.
So cool. What is your favorite country?
It's difficult to say because where I go, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Are you married?
I am.
I used to follow you like 10, 12 years ago
Really?
on YouTube way back in the day. Well, nice to meet you.
No way.
You're just as beautiful as you are
Stop.
online. Yes,
Thank
you
you
are.
so much. Shout out to my former subscriber who said hi to me. She was super sweet, and that was so cool. We all got our health checked, and then we started to head into Botswana. Some people were heading into Namibia, which you would only have to turn right. We were heading into Botswana, so we're turning here. We had to get our temperature checked, and they had to just look at us for any weird bumps or anything like that, because you know we're in that region of Africa where you got to be really careful with crossing into all these countries, and if you get sick somewhere, you got to know where you got sick. So we crossed into Botswana, and immediately we got transferred into like a safari truck, and that safari truck, we had to actually enter Botswana. We left Zimbabwe, got our passport stamped, and then got our passport stamped again when we got into Botswana and head straight to Chobe National Park. I was so excited to see these animals in their home. This is not an enclosure. This is their home. There's no gates. There's no feeding schedule. We were in the animals' realm, and it was so ethereal. I don't think I've ever done this in my life. I've never been amongst the animals in their habitat. Wild animals, there's no feeding schedules, there's no names, there's no tags, and we had no idea what we were going to see. Our driver let us know that when we got there. He said if we see no animals, It's not likely, but it's possible because this isn't a zoo, you know? And I thought that was so freaking awesome. I was I'm somebody who's like a very quiet, emotional person. When I'm so happy, I'm very quiet. So I was so quiet, just feeling like I was in heaven, like just pure joy seeing these animals up close. They are so special, and I don't know, I see God in everything, and I was just like, wow, God. The whole time I was just like, wow, God, wow, God, wow, God. He's so beautiful, and I feel like sometimes we forget how beautiful of an earth God created, you know? Just wow. You must look at the earth, you must look at God's creatures, you must look at the sky and see Him. You must know that this isn't a big giant accident. That is a big one. I can see an elephant, but it's behind the bushes. There'll be quite a few. Here he comes, here he comes. Oh, wow.
So that elephant is in Namibia.
Oh my gosh. That's Namibia. That's so cool. The most exciting part for me were the lions. I was so ecstatic, so excited to see these lions because I've never in my life seen wild lions. They're my favorite animals, and it's so sad when you see them in zoos and when you see them in, you know, circuses or whatever. These are wild lions, you guys. If they wanted to come and bite our heads off, they could. It's their habitat. We're in their home. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And they were chilling. They were looking at us. They were not worried about us even one bit. You guys, we just rode around for like an hour or two. And now we're taking a leg break. This is one of the best days of my life. Truly. So far we've seen giraffes, elephants, lions, impala, and kuru. And I'm very excited to see more. I hope we see more lions. We're about to head to the resort. There is a resort inside the park where we're gonna have lunch. I'm very excited about that. I'm hungry. And you guys, it's so amazing to be amongst the animals.
I also take.
It's amazing to be amongst the animals in their area. This is not like, you know, they're not caged. This is their land. We're coming to visit them. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And the animals seem to be at peace. They look at us and they're like, okay. And they keep walking and we keep going and we get our pictures and our videos. It's amazing.
Another one.
Babies. We arrived to this gorgeous resort just for lunch. This resort is beautiful. It's called the Moana, named after the tree that sits in the middle of the resort. That tree is 900 years old, and it's called a Moana tree in Africa. Around the world, it's known as a boab tree, but it's 900 years old, and it literally is the centerpiece of this resort, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So we stopped here because a part of the safari lunch is included. So we sat here to have buffet style lunch, and we were all starving. Being out in the heat, searching and hunting for animals really makes you hungry. So we were all starved. We weren't talking to each other. We were just all ready to eat. Even when we were eating, we were dead silent, eating that food because we were very hungry. Okay, you guys, we're in this gorgeous resort. Look at it. And then I think we're going to take a boat from here. We are going on a boat cruise now, so we can see some hippos. Excited. I don't know, I'm one of those people who kind of think that we share the earth with the animals. I don't believe that we should abuse them at all, but I also don't believe that, we're not people who can go visit them and look at how beautiful they are. I think they're beautiful for us to look at. If you just look at some of oh my gosh, we saw one of the most beautiful birds I've ever seen in my life. That red color, I've never seen that red before. When I was looking at that bird, I was like, this is a red my eyes have never experienced. And I believe God made the other creatures on the earth beautiful for us to look at, for us to admire. So I don't believe in hurting animals or putting them in captivity, but I do believe they are here to share the earth with us, and I love looking at them and how gorgeous they are, and they all have their own little stories and why they do what they do and the colors they have and the noises they make and the way they live and what they eat. And it was just an honor to be able to be in Botswana and see them in their land. I wasn't at a zoo, I was in their home, and I feel like they respected us. They were like, yeah, watch if you want to. Just leave us alone, but watch if you want to. And we respect them, they respect us, or they did on this trip, and it was just an honor to experience true nature in Botswana. That's one of the many gifts Botswana gives us. What is he doing? Trying to get a bath? Aww. How cute. Watch out for the crocodiles.
Better wait. Sit. Sit in the best way. Now we see his face.
Mm-hmm.
This vehicle. Back to the Lamborghini. Okay. Are you in the front? Yeah. Always in
I had the privilege of being able to, after of course a contract was signed, after I signed my life away, to be able to experience lions up close. Now, not many people do this anymore because if you're afraid, you can really be in danger. You can't be around lions and afraid. If you run or scream or you just have that anxious energy, you're going to be in trouble. So this is only something you can do if you can prove that you're not afraid, or that you just feel confident enough that you're not going to be afraid. When I tell you, the first thing that hit me was how giant and majestic these things are. Whoa, you guys. It feels like I'm staring into this majestic, otherworldly creature. They're huge. By the way, they're so soft. I was feeling his hair, my gorgeous little boy. By the way, they had to test to see if the lion liked me, and they said if he purrs and closes his eyes, he likes you, and he did. So I got the green light to hang out with him and his 2 wives, and it was just the best thing I've ever done in my life. They were so sweet. They liked me. They enjoyed me. They knew I was there. They knew I was amongst them. They were friendly, and they did let me know that they could turn any second and decide not to like me, but chances are that's not going to happen. They liked me, they accepted me, and it was an honor to be able to hang out with these white lions. They had these gorgeous watery blue eyes, and this gorgeous white skin, and he let me know that they do have like they're still wild animals. They can turn around and bite me and rip my throat out. It's possible. That's why I had to sign that contract, but most likely they gave all the signs that they liked me and accepted me, and I just can't explain how this was one of the best experiences of my entire life. I feel like we're friends now, and hey, don't mess with me, hey, because you're gonna have to deal with my 3 goons, okay? At the end of the day, I was so tired. It wore me out being out in the heat, running through all these different countries. It wore me out. I was so ready to go back to Victoria Falls and go to sleep, but Botswana was a huge honor. We went through immigration one last time. Make sure you get a multiple entry visa if you come to Zimbabwe or Zambia. Head back to Zimbabwe. I'm going to be there for a few days. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for being along with me on this crazy journey to visit every country in the world. I'm heading to Zambia next, and I'll be there for a week and a half. So give me recommendations for Zambia. I'm super excited about Zambia. And I just love you guys, and I definitely feel like you guys are on this journey with me. And I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. Love you guys. Bye.